Alexander Zverev was withdrawn from last week's Mexico Open after smashing the umpire's chair with his racket. Alexander Zverev will return to competition in this week's Davis Cup qualifiers after being kicked out of the Mexico Open for an appalling outburst. The defending champion in Acapulco last week smashed the umpire's chair with his racket at the conclusion of his doubles match and was withdrawn from the singles event. The outburst is now under further investigation from the ATP, and the world number 3 can face a suspension of up to a year for the offense. Zverev was the defending champion at the Abierto Mexicano Telcel last week, and had also entered the doubles draw alongside good friend and former doubles number 1 Marcelo Melo. The pair dropped the opening set in their match against Lloyd Glasspool and Harry Heliovara before taking the second to force a match tiebreak to decide the match. At 8-6 in the first to 10-point breaker, the German erupted at what he thought was an unfair call, ranting, "Look where the ball bounced. It's 8-6 in the tie-break, look where the ball bounced. For F's sake, it's your line. It's F your line. You F idiot." After losing the match on the next 2 points, Zverev then continued his tirade as he smashed his racket against the umpire's chair in frustration multiple times, as footage showed the umpire flinching at each strike. UFG destroyed the whole FG match. The whole FG match, he continued. Shortly after the outburst, the tournament and ATP Tour both confirmed he had been withdrawn from the singles draw, and the world number 3 was fined £30,000 and forced to give up his ranking points and prize money from the event, as well as pay his hotel costs. The ATP are now investigating the incident, and if it is found to be a player major offence of aggravated behavior, he can be hit with a fine up to $25,000, £18,394, or the amount of prize money won at the tournament, whichever is greater, as well as suspension from play in ATP Tour and ATP Challenger tournaments or events for a minimum period of 21 days and a maximum period of 1 year. While the investigation is yet to be completed or updated, the German has taken the opportunity to return earlier than anticipated as a last-minute call-up for his country's Davis Cup qualifier against Brazil to be held in Rio this weekend. It's a complete U-turn from the 24-year-old's previous views on the current Davis Cup format, which changed in 2019 when Gerard Pique's Cosmos took over the event in a $3 billion deal with the International Tennis Federation. The 19-time title winner has boycotted the event since 2019 and took a fresh dig at the tournament in October, saying, "The format has to change and I'm sticking to it. I'm someone who's keeping my word. I want to win the Davis Cup, but I want to win the real Davis Cup." But is he back representing his country in the preliminary qualifiers, hoping to make it to the end-of-season Davis Cup finals? Ahead of his Davis Cup return, Zverev said, "Playing for my home country is always very important to me and I'm proud to represent Germany. Together with the team, I have the big goal of winning the Davis Cup one day." The 24-year-old also addressed his previous criticism of the event, adding, "Whenever an opportunity arises, I'm happy to do my part. Even if I criticized the new Davis Cup format, there might be an opportunity to play with the team in Germany again. That would be a big dream of mine." Zverev touched on the current conflict in Ukraine ahead of his return after Russian troops invaded the country last week. "In these times you realize once again that there are more important things in life than tennis," he said. "And the most important thing is that there is peace in the world. No matter what country you come from, we are all human beings who should live together in peace. Sport and the Davis Cup can always set an example for peaceful coexistence in the world."